Good evening and welcome. Today we are going to be testing various things involving the collapsible rocks, which is a new variation on destructible rocks. As odd as it might sound, there's some situations where they're actually pretty useful. They can be used with your ramps, to block expansions, stuff like that. We'll see how the map editors and the map creators, rather, actually utilize the technology of rocks. We're going to test the, we're going to look at least, the abilities of the Oracle, and we're going to test to see if EMP from the Ghost will work on the Oracle's Entombed ability, which is the one that locks up the minerals. And lastly, we're going to look at Battle Hellions, and we're going to look at how efficient they are versus a single Zealot or a pair of Zerglings, and then group situations where there's multiple Battle Hellions and multiple Zealots and multiple Zerglings. Battle Hellions are AoE similar to the regular Hellion, as it is just a transformation, but it's a cone shape. It's more of a, they kind of wave it around. So we'll look at that all very soon. But we're going to start with the collapsible rocks, actually.
I can't build here.
As you'll see, it shows that the collapsible rocks will fall to the side of it when they fall. So
tin cans ready to roll.
So right here is my command center. There's a supply depot there. Get these warhounds up here.
Warhound down line. Speaking my language.
So I'm thinking that the collapsible rocks will fall, hit the command center, and probably damage them. I don't know if it'll destroy it, but and it did 500 damage, and somehow it destroyed these as well, and these. That is fucking strange. Regardless, 500 damage, that's a good amount.
What do you want?
You'll see right here it's on the ramp as well, so
what can it do for you?
We'll just put these guys down
Say
here
it loud, you shy?
and see how it
I'm
works
listening. What's
against
eating
units.
at you?
I'm pretty sure the unit's AI actually tells them to move, but I'm gonna see if these guys are at home and see what happens.
Receive it.
And it doesn't matter, they move out of the way anyways.
What can it do for you?
So you can't hurt units with it, but
what do you want?
on one of the ladder maps that's even live right now, I can't think of which one it actually is. I think it's Core Hall City is what it's called. They're all pretty weird, but there's actually the third expansion, or fourth, whichever you want to consider it. I think it's pretty arguable. Actually has collapsible rocks right next to the Xbox. So if you want to slow down the expansion, you could knock the rocks down, or if you wanted to even harm their expansion, if they just leave it off, they could suffer this consequence. Before the rocks fall, they actually have 500 HP, I believe. Yes, 500 HP. And once they fall, the rocks have 2,000 HP. So it can be pretty annoying to deny expos that way. Dustin Browder loves his rocks, so I don't think these will be going away.
What do you want?
They seem a little bit more interesting than destructible rocks, so we'll see how it goes.
All right with me.
Up next, we're going to take a quick look at the Oracle and the Ghost. Ghost had some proposed changes, like the Cloak was supposed to have a set cost and a set timer, and a cooldown in between Cloak. They've since revoked that, and Cloak has not been changed, and Ghosts are pretty much identical. Other than that, Oracle is a new unit, has 3 abilities. It has Preordian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Preordian. I think I'm saying it right. You get basically, it's kind of like a scan in a way, except you can't just summon it from the command center, if you will. You put it on a unit, and you actually get very wide range of vision. I can't really display the vision in this map editor, unfortunately, but if you were to put it in someone's natural, you would probably be able to see. You'd be able to see the entire natural, their ramp, whole deal. If you put it in their main, chances are you're going to be able to see their entire base, and this lasts for a whole minute. So it's pretty good. It was 2 minutes, but they have since nerfed it. And the player will know that this is on them. They will be able to see that effect on their building. The next ability is Revelation, which reveals units within target area. It's kind of like, similar to an observer, and you say, hey, why the hell would they make a unit like an observer that also flies around and is pretty quick? I think Blizzard's has actually stated that the point of this ability is so that Protoss don't have to rush to Robo. If Protoss want to do a Stargate opening but still need detection, this is an option. So that's actually pretty nice and pretty neat. It gives more viability to the Sky Toss, I guess, especially with the new unit, the Tempest, which kind of, all three races really have a true siege unit now. The Tempest is almost worthless. Other than being a siege unit, it can enforce engagements. It's not that strong, but it has like 28 range or something absurd with the upgrade. I believe it starts with 10 range and gets an plus 18 range upgrade. I think a siege tank's total range is 16, so 28 is just absurd, like literally off the screen. It's pretty nuts, but we're just gonna check out the Entombed ability. You'll see it looks kind of like the force field graphic, but it covers a whole mineral line. If you want to cover half the mineral line, you can, and I've seen pro players even use this in situations where they cover everything but one mineral patch. So all the workers will just move down to like this one mineral patch that he doesn't cover, and then he drops 2 High Templar and he storms all of the workers and they all just melt. It's actually like brilliant and just insane. Yeah, we're just gonna come right down here. Try and tune and see if the ghost can actually EMP it. The Planetary Fortress wants nothing to do with that. And yeah, no effect at all. These can be destroyed by your workers, can be destroyed pretty easily, as you saw the Planetary Fortress, just blow it up. But EMP does not work, even though EMP works on buildings with energy. It's pretty weird, but oh well. The final thing we're going to look at is the Battle Hellion. And the Battle Hellion in various situations, like against other melee units, I should specify. We're going to look at it versus zerglings, zealots, and then packs of zerglings and groups of zealots. And we're actually going to take a look at the difference with Blue Flame or not. So, first we'll try out just a single zealot and a single regular Battle Hellion. No Blue Flame. If you look at it, it does this cone effect, so it is actually an AoE, but 1v1, Zella is definitely the victor.
I'm waiting on you.
Let's see what it looks like with just a pair of zerglings. Actually, we'll do even mineral counts. So 4 zerglings is 100 minerals, 1 Battle Hellion, 100 minerals.
What's the story? Talk to me.
So with better micro, that might actually work out pretty well for a Terran player. That was actually pretty close. Wherein the Zergling was not close at all. Or the Zealot was not close at all. Next we're going to try 4 of them versus 4 of these.
Here we go.
4 Zealots, 4 Battle Hellions. No upgrades.
And done.
Let's see what it looks like. So it was still pretty damn close, but Terran actually came on top when it came down to AoE. Again, this is all micro-lit, so... now we'll try a pack of wings.
What's the story?
First 3 Battle Hellions.
Word. In motion. Hell yeah!
And yeah, they just melt, like, instantly. So these things are actually ridiculous against Zerglings.
Talk to me.
The actual difference is they get additional armor and additional HP when they transform. 135 HP here, 90 HP there. I believe they get a 50% armor bonus as well. We'll just try with Blue Flame on the Battle Hellions now. So we'll try an even 5v5 match, because I'm pretty sure the Zealot would still come on top 1-on-1. Actually, let's just confirm that.
For Artanis. I hear you. What's the story?
Yeah. Even when Blue Flame, the Zealot is by far more efficient.
Talk to me.
So we got 5 Battle Hellions, 5 Zealots.
By your will. Let's set something on fire.
Oh yeah, Blue Flame makes a huge difference there. So
I hear you. What's the story?
Blue Flame Battle Hellions might be worth it against Protoss. I think that's probably really situational. Immortals are definitely going to be ripping through Blue Flame Hellion. So if you're going Marine, Marauder, Blue Flame Hellion, and they're not going Heavy Immortal, that might be worth it. But I think building Battle Hellions or Hellions in general with a heavy Warhound, mech kind of play is really bad, because if you're going to mech, the Protoss pretty much has to either go Sky Toss or Immortal, Heavy Immortal, Colossi, or Archon. Those seem to be the good units to use against mech right now. So I really wouldn't recommend using Battle Hellions at all in those situations, or any Hellions really.
Talk's getting fired up here,
the final thing we're going to try is just the Blue Flame versus Zerglings. Obviously, these Hellions were really efficient without Blue Flame, but may as well try it. 4 Hellions versus, I don't know, quite a few Lings. 30 Lings, probably. And yeah, not even close. They just get roasted. So,
done and done.
Really don't recommend using a lot of Lings on these Hellions. I think you're going to see a lot of Warhound Battle Hellion mixes coming up. But the beta is going to keep changing, and who the hell knows what's going to be live when the game comes out. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Take care.